Melbourne's tram network is the largest in the world, and it also has the most tram stops, at over 1,000. Most of these stops are pretty simple, but some stand out from the rest. These are Melbourne's strangest tram stops. At number 6, we have City Road on Route 58. This stop is unique as it's placed right under the Kingsway Bridge. This is a bridge that brings cars from the south of the city into the CBD. However, the tram does not take this route, instead running down Queensbridge Street after this stop. The tram stop poles have to be shorter to accommodate for the reduced height, and on one side of the tram stop we have this strange dog park that doesn't seem to get much use, and on the other side there's whatever this is. Weird. Here we are at Caulfield Station stop on Route 3. Let's go for a short walk and see how long it takes us to get to the next stop. Just 30 seconds later, here we are. These two stops are separated by just 70 meters, the closest spacing of any two stops on the network, which makes you wonder what the purpose of this stop is. Derby Road is not a busy road, so it's easy to cross to the Caulfield Station stop, and there's another stop also called Dandenong Road further down, which serves the area much better, which makes you wonder why this stop exists. I do also want to add that around here is actually the sharpest curve on the whole Melbourne tram network, which looks pretty cool. Next, we have Clifton Hill Interchange. This stop is not really one stop, but a mess of tram and bus stops scattered around the area. You can also see Mernda Line trains pass through on the rail bridge north of the stop. This stop carries tram route 86 and four other bus routes. Generally in Melbourne, buses have terrible frequencies, which was why I was surprised to see so many of them, actually outnumbering trams. This is the best stop to interchange with Mernda Line trains, although for trains to Hurstbridge, you're better off doing this at Westgarth. Essendon Station is an interesting stop because it's the only stop located inside of a roundabout, and it's a very strange roundabout indeed. Pedestrians can access the roundabout via a crossing next to the 7-Eleven, and as well as the stop, there's even a mini park. The stop has two shelters, although I find it strange that these are positioned so far from the actual stop. Despite being called Essendon Station, there isn't really a direct connection. You must walk 200 meters to actually get to the station. Waterford Avenue is a strange stop for many reasons. You will notice this is a light rail stop, meaning it's on its own right of way and doesn't follow a road. This is because this part of the 82 tram line was built as a factory siding. The stop has a drab and honestly depressing feel to it. I mean, the entrance on one side is through this car park, and on the other side the entrance looks like this. Yeah, not exactly inviting. The tracks are also covered in sand, which, if you didn't already know, trams drop onto the tracks in order to help them stop. This usually gets cleaned up quickly, but it seems not so much here. Another thing to note is that the stop is called Waterford Avenue, but on the PTV website it says it's High Point Shopping Centre, despite the name High Point Shopping Centre being the name of a different stop further south. Before we get to number 1, I'd like to give an honourable mention to the stops St. Vincent's Plaza and St. Kilda Junction. Both of these stops are major interchange and junction stops, and they really deserve videos of their own. In fact, the St. Vincent's Plaza stop does have a very good video on it by Tateset, which I'll have linked in the description. At number 1, we have Queensway. This stop is the most famous on this list, and for good reason. It's placed in the middle of a busy 7-lane highway, accessed only by a footbridge from above. This makes for a very unpleasant experience while waiting for your tram. I do also want to point out that Queensway is a very short highway, at only 1 kilometer, meaning you get these really empty periods, only for the traffic to come rushing back. There are also these strange signs forbidding you from going past a certain point on the stop. Overall, Queensway is a very unique and interesting tram stop that deserves its place as the strangest stop in Melbourne. So, if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you for watching and taking the time to watch this video. And there will definitely be more videos on this channel in the future. So, hopefully, there's more to come. And thank you, and have a nice day.